She is the leading expert for those over the age of 50. Her commitment to baby boomers, caregivers, and mature adults has been featured in many national publications, including Time, Forbes, The Wall Street Journal, and People. Dr. Abramson is an Emmy and Gracie Award-winning journalist who has appeared frequently as an on-air expert gerontologist for NBC Today's Show, CNN, CBS, MSNBC. Dr. Abramson is the author of several highly acclaimed books and has won a number of professional accolades. She received her doctorate in gerontology from the University of Southern California's Davis School of Gerontology. So let's welcome Dr. Alexis Abramson.
I would ask you, I would challenge you, every time you think about a person, every time you think about your end user, every time you think about a direct mail piece or a commercial or a conversation you're going to have, you think about these 4 areas of expertise that are very important to bring together to understand the holistic mature adult, whether it be between 50 and 70 or 70 plus, the biological side, the social side, the psychological side, and the economic side. It's very difficult, even as a gerontologist who has all these degrees and has been working in the field forever, for me to actually say that I can stand in the shoes of a mature adult because I've never been one. If I sold baby clothes or if I sold something for toddlers, I could stand in their shoes because I've been there before and I at least have some concept of what that feels like. And unless we're the age of the person that we are speaking to or talking to, we cannot make assumptions. We cannot make assumptions of their aspirations or their desires or their dreams. Important things to remember in your messaging and in your tone is to empathize and elevate, not to sympathize and stigmatize. And when I say empathize and elevate, I mean that we need to make mature adults that we're selling to understand that we understand how they feel and we understand what they're going through, but we don't feel sorry for them. We're not sympathetic about it. It's not a woe is me. It's a we get it, we understand it, we feel your pain, but we don't feel sorry for you. We want to help you as you continue on as your own ambassadors of living. This is just not a homogenous group. I've been in the business for 20-something years as a gerontologist, and I cannot tell you how many times people have said to me, oh, well, I'm just going to market my product universally to the 50 plus. I'm going to put it all in one bucket. Either I don't have enough money to segment it or whatever the case may be. You cannot do that. You cannot put all your eggs into put your primary and secondary markets together. I mean, if you did that, so let's just look at the demos. So the whole market over the age of 50 is 116 million people. Does anyone know how large Mexico is? How many people in Mexico? So the whole country of Mexico, there are about 112 million people. So that would mean that you would market your product to the entire country of Mexico exactly the same way. I personally think that caregivers are extraordinarily important in this sales process. Having been one myself, I believe that the adult child or the caregiver is also the chief purchase officer, the chief medical officer for 3 generations. For parents, for their spouse, and for their children. How many people in the room have put together a direct mail piece and they never asked somebody that was over the age of 70 or their target market what they thought of it? Raise your hand if you've done that in your whole career. Only 4 people, really? 5? Okay, all right, I see it. So a lot of us have done that, and we need to stop doing that. We need to make sure we engage people because they want to be engaged. They want to be asked questions, and they want to be involved. And I think it's really important that this be a teachable moment in that what mature adults and what 50 plus are interested in is not just being sold, but also being taught. And you have the ability